One of you fine people asked if I would show how I shorten and neaten up these roaches as they come from the vendor. So this is that 66 Vibrolux reverb. This is not going in this. I got another one coming for this, but I already had this on the bench to show you the problem. They have the spacing too long as they come from the vendor. So if you try to install it there, it overhangs at each end and it's just kind of sloppy. So I want to take off some of the excess and tighten it up. So the construction is really simple. There's a neon bulb like you'd find in an old Christmas tree light over here with its 2 leads. And on the other side, it has an LDR, which is inside is like a little disc with 2 leads coming off of it. And the shrink wrap is just holding that disc up against this end of the bulb. And there's usually a silver dot from the vendor, which says which side the neon bulb's attached to. You don't really need that because you can feel where the bulb is. The issue is there's a lot of slack and the bulb can move around. You can actually have a gap between them. And as I said, there's a little excess. So what I do is I take a razor blade. You can also use an X-Acto, and I follow the wire, the lead down. So I'm not cutting the lead. I'm just cutting the plastic. Hard for me to do like this with the camera between me and the work, and then I will kind of cut around the lead on that side. Usually I do this real close because I've got bad distance vision. I can pull off that. I can bend the leads gently down, and I can trim that off. That's half of it. We do the other side up close so I can see what I'm doing with a razor blade. All right, now I have the excess removed from each side. Now the issue is the excess was heat shrink down flat, which keeps the damn thing from moving around inside, and this moves. So you want to make sure that they are pushed together before you do the next step, because you don't want this to be slid down, otherwise the whole thing falls apart. So if you ruin one of these, you're out $5 to $10. So just take your time, make sure that this is still pushed forward that way. And I like to have the leads splayed out like this, and then I'm going to use the heat shrink. When you first do that, resist the urge to touch the black plastic until it's all the way cooled off for about a minute. You'll see that it's much more compact. Everything is pressed together. You can see that the LDR is here being pushed against the neon bulb. While you still have a little bit of that silver dot left, it's not necessary. You can easily see which end the neon bulb is at. And when you go to install it, it doesn't matter if it's like this or like this. There's no polarity to the bulb. There's no polarity to the LDR. Just make sure that the bulb is connected to the end where the 2 resistors are, and these are between the connection to the intensity pot and ground. Easy peasy.